Saving money on a low income may seem like an impossible challenge, especially when most of your earnings go toward covering basic living expenses. However, with the right mindset, strategy, and consistent effort, it is absolutely possible. The key lies in understanding that every small financial choice matters. Saving is not about how much you make, it's about how intentional you are with what you have. Even if your income is limited, developing strong money habits and applying practical saving strategies can lead to long-term financial security and peace of mind. This process begins with taking control over your financial picture and committing to gradual but consistent improvement. The first and most essential step to saving on a low income is to gain complete clarity over your finances. You need to know exactly how much you earn, how much you spend, and where your money goes each month. This starts by determining your monthly net income, what you actually take home after taxes and deductions. Include all reliable income sources such as wages, tips, benefits, and side gigs. Once your income is clear, track every single expense for at least 1 month. Record everything, even small purchases like snacks or coffee. You can use a notebook, spreadsheet, or mobile budgeting app to log your expenses daily. This will give you a complete picture of your financial habits and reveal patterns or leaks in your spending. Once you understand your financial habits, it's time to evaluate and categorize your expenses. Start by identifying your fixed, non-negotiable costs like rent, utilities, transportation, and groceries. Then look at your variable and discretionary spending such as dining out, entertainment, personal care, or shopping. Analyze which of these expenses are essential and which can be reduced or eliminated. On a low income, it becomes even more important to distinguish between needs and wants. This doesn't mean depriving yourself completely, but rather choosing wisely how you spend each dollar. You may find that reducing the frequency of takeout meals, canceling unused subscriptions, or switching to a cheaper phone plan frees up money you didn't realize you had. Creating a realistic budget is crucial when money is tight. A budget gives you a plan for every dollar and ensures that your spending reflects your values and priorities. Start by listing your income and subtracting your essential expenses. If there's anything left over, allocate it intentionally. Some for small discretionary spending, and some for savings. Even if you can only afford to save $5 or $10 a week, that small amount adds up over time and builds the habit of saving. Budgeting is not about being perfect, it's about being purposeful. When you start telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went, you regain a sense of control and direction. Automating your savings can make a big difference, even on a low income. If possible, set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a separate savings account on the day you receive your paycheck. When savings happen before you have a chance to spend, it becomes much easier to build a financial cushion. Start with small, manageable amounts that won't strain your budget. 5 or 10% of your income if you can manage it. The consistency of this habit is more important than the size of the deposit. Over time, as your financial situation improves, you can increase the amount you save without even noticing the difference. Cutting expenses is another powerful way to create room for savings. This might involve shopping more strategically for groceries, using coupons, buying in bulk, or switching to generic brands. It could also mean cooking at home more often, using public transportation instead of owning a car, or sharing housing costs with a roommate. Saving money often requires trade-offs, and it's important to recognize that these sacrifices are temporary and intentional. By cutting back in certain areas today, you create the space to build a better financial future. The satisfaction of knowing you're moving toward your goals can make these sacrifices feel worthwhile. One strategy that works particularly well on a low income is using cash for everyday spending. Withdraw a fixed amount of money at the beginning of the week and use only that cash for discretionary expenses such as groceries, gas, or entertainment. When the cash runs out, you stop spending. This method helps prevent overspending and encourages discipline. It also makes your money feel more tangible, which increases awareness and reduces the tendency to make impulse purchases. Some people use the envelope method, where different categories of spending are assigned their own envelopes of cash. This simple visual system can be very effective for staying within your budget. Finding ways to increase your income, even slightly, can accelerate your savings. While this may not always be possible immediately, there are often small opportunities to earn extra money that don't require a major career change. Consider freelancing, pet sitting, tutoring, delivering food, or selling unused items online. Even a few hours a week of side work can provide the extra funds you need to boost your savings. In the longer term, investing in your education or learning new skills can help you qualify for better-paying jobs. On a low income, every dollar counts, and even small increases in income can have a significant impact when managed wisely. Building an emergency fund should be one of your top savings priorities. An emergency fund is a financial safety net that protects you from unexpected expenses like car repairs, medical bills, or temporary job loss. Without this buffer, even a minor crisis can lead to financial disaster. Start by aiming to save $500 to $1,000 as a short-term goal. Keep this money in a separate savings account that is easy to access, but not too easy to spend. As your income grows and your financial situation improves, build this fund up to cover 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. Knowing you have money set aside for emergencies brings peace of mind and reduces the need to rely on credit. Avoiding and managing debt is another essential part of saving on a low income. High-interest debt, such as credit card balances or payday loans, can quickly consume your limited resources and prevent you from getting ahead. If you already have debt, make it a priority to pay it down systematically. Focus on paying more than the minimum on high-interest balances while continuing to make minimum payments on the rest. If you can, negotiate lower interest rates or consolidate your debt with a personal loan that offers better terms. Avoid taking on new debt unless absolutely necessary. Living within your means and resisting lifestyle inflation is key to staying financially stable and protecting the money you are working hard to save. Taking advantage of community resources can also help you stretch your income. Local organizations, nonprofits, and government programs often offer assistance with food, housing, utilities, medical care, and child care. If you're struggling, don't hesitate to seek out these resources. They are designed to support people exactly in your situation. Free or low-cost services can reduce your expenses and help you redirect more money into savings. In addition, many financial institutions and community centers offer free financial literacy workshops or one-on-one counseling. These resources can help you build your financial knowledge, avoid common pitfalls, and develop a personalized plan for your future. A strong support system can make a big difference in staying motivated and accountable. Share your financial goals with someone you trust, whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor. You don't have to disclose every detail of your finances, but having someone to encourage you, celebrate your progress, or offer advice can help you stay on track. You might also find online communities or social media groups focused on budgeting and saving on a low income. Surrounding yourself with people who share your goals and values reinforces your efforts and reminds you that you're not alone on this journey. Ultimately, saving money on a low income requires patience, creativity, and persistence. Progress may feel slow, and setbacks are inevitable. But each dollar saved is a step closer to stability and freedom. Focus on building good habits rather than achieving perfection. Celebrate small victories, like reaching your first $100 in savings or sticking to your budget for an entire month. These wins boost your confidence and reinforce the belief that change is possible. As your habits improve, your financial situation will follow. Over time, the consistent effort you put in will compound and create real, lasting change. In conclusion, saving money on a low income is challenging, but it is absolutely achievable. It begins with understanding your income and expenses, setting a realistic budget, cutting unnecessary costs, and being intentional about every financial decision. Even small savings add up when repeated consistently over time. By automating your savings, managing debt, using cash-based systems, and exploring ways to increase income, you can build financial resilience, leverage community resources, stay accountable, and commit to the process even when progress feels slow. Saving is not just about the numbers. It's about the freedom, security, and opportunity that come from taking control of your financial life. With determination and a clear plan, even the tightest budget can create space for growth and stability.